Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing What If Naruto Was in My Hero Academia, part number 3, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. No recap. So where we last left off, Naruto and All Might just saw Izuku after he completely finished cleaning up the beach, and his new physique and his new body, you know. So All Might and Naruto run over and congratulate Izuku for finishing his mission. Well, a mission that he set to himself to clean the beach in 5 months, which not 5 months, like 7 months, not 8 months, and because All Might said that he could do it in 10, but Izuku wanted to do it in 8. So Izuku did it, and All Might says, now you're ready to inherit One for All. So All Might takes out a piece of out of his hair and gives it to Izuku. Izuku's like, what am I gonna do with this? All Might says, eat it. He's like, why? And All Might says, you're gonna get All for One because it's in my DNA. So if you gotta eat a piece of my DNA, you're gonna get All for One. And Izuku's like, well, why, how come no one else has One for All? I could have just took a piece of your hair and ate it. All Might says, well, it makes sense, but, I have to willingly give it to you. If I don't want to give it to you, you can't have it. So, yeah. And Izuku says, it's like a safety on it. And All Might says, precisely, Izuku. And Izuku eats it, and All Might says, is it gonna take an hour or 2 hours for it to go through your body so you could start using it? So Izuku and Naruto, they walk home and they go to sleep, and Naruto walks over to Izuku's house, wakes him up, and it's like 5 in the morning, so they have to be quiet. They walk to the beach, which is like an hour, maybe 30 minutes away. I'm not sure. They get there, it's like 6 or 5:30. All Might gets there like a minute, like 2 minutes, a minute later, and they good morning and all that, you know. And they say, well, we're gonna start our training. Since the beach is clean, we have a bunch of training room. I also brought two close friends of mine that they know about One for All. They come out like behind All Might, because All Might, you know, he was in his buff form, so they couldn't see him. And they walk out. It's a tall, skinny dude and a well-built, like an average male, and a old hat and a coat that looks like a detective. And he tells the names, and he says that this guy's a detective and he's gonna help you train. A police officer, detective, doesn't matter. And this is Sir Night Eye. He's one of my sidekicks. Well, he's my sidekick. And he explains his quirk. Night Eye explains his quirk that he could tell the future by touching you, but he only uses it once a day. And they both know about One for All, he says, and they can't wait to start training. So yeah, the first thing they do is they help Izuku figure out how to activate it. So it takes him like a minute, and Izuku activated around his arm, only around his arm, and they're like, okay, good job, but now we have to figure out how to use it all through your body. And they're like, okay, have any ideas? So Night says, well, you could try what you did on your arm, but just do it multiple times on your body at the same exact time. Izuku says, well, I'll try that. So he activates his arm, his other arm, activates his chest, his head, and then his legs. He's like, oh, I did it. It took him a second to do it because it's slowly activated. And Izuku used it for like a second until he deactivated because he was feeling some pain. And All Might said, once you feel some pain, to turn it off, stop using it. So yeah, so Izuku says, yeah, finally I did it. Let's go. So now they want to see how much percent Izuku can use. So they tell Izuku to do the full body thing, or how they're gonna call it, full cowling. And use a little more of One for All. slowly and slowly until you can't use it, like if you feel some pain. So yeah. So Izuku, he does the full cowling. He does 1%, 2%, 3%. He goes all the way to 9%, and then he uses 10%, and he feels a little pain in his heart. Oh my God, speak. Hurt. I can't say it, but he feels some pain in his chest. And he turns it off, and they say, well, you can use 10%, not that bad. So yeah. So for the next 2 months, they just train with Izuku and Naruto. They teach Naruto, well, Saranai teaches Naruto how to, like, read your opponent's body language and how they're gonna attack and how to dodge and hit. Like Saranai does. He dodges a lot. So Saranai teaches Naruto how to do that. And All Might and the detective guy teaches Izuku how to use One for All. And for 2 months, now Izuku could use like 15%, and Naruto knows like how to fight better. And yeah, so that's pretty much what they learn through the 10 months. So before the 10 months, Naruto only knew how to like kind of box. He didn't have a lot of like fighting skills, but now he does at the end of these 10 months. And in the beginning, the 10 months, for Izuku, he was quirkless and he was skinny and he didn't know like how to fight at all. After 10 months, he's not quirkless, he has One for All. He can use 15% of One for All, and he knows how to fight decently, kind of good. So yeah, so that's what they got during the 10 months. So there's 1 more week until the entrance exam, and All Might gives them that week to hang out with each other and like prepare, like just prepare mentally for the entrance exam. And yeah, so during that week, Izuku and Naruto, they just they use their quirks to get on high buildings and look around, look at the views, drink some food, and they like defeat some thugs because they know they can. So they help some lady like get her purse back, a cat off a tree, usual stuff, like basic hero stuff. So yeah, so that's what they do for that week. And it's Saturday and Monday is Sunday. It's Sunday and Monday is the entrance exam for them. So Monday morning, Izuku puts his clothing on, his usual clothing. It's just a nice, like a decent t-shirt, some pants, and his red shoes, of course. And yeah, he doesn't do his hair because he doesn't do his hair. Naruto wakes up. He puts his headband on. He puts his black and orange sweater on, his pants, and his like kind of see-through shirt. And yeah, so he didn't tie his headband. He just put it on his head. He ties it, opens the door, he doesn't grab his book bag. He puts on his shoes and he leaves his apartment. Says bye to his mom and dad, Minato and Kushina, and Izuku said bye to his mom, Inko. So yeah, so they both step out of their buildings and meet in front of the apartment complex, and they walk to UA. So they sit down and they wait like 10 minutes for Present Mike, and Present Mike tells them to take the test, like the grade test I think it is. So yeah, the written portion of the test. They take it. Naruto does decent on it. He doesn't do terrible, but he does decent on it. And Izuku does amazing on it. They both don't fail. They pass the written portion, and now it's the hero portion. The why they came, the entrance exam, basically. So all the people that weren't there for the hero course, they leave. That's like half of them. Now the half remain, and Present Mike finally explains the rules of the entrance exam and what they have to do. So he gets 4 images of 4 robots, and he tells them which one's 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and he doesn't say nothing about the other one. Until a tall guy stands up with blue hair and glasses, and with a formal voice and says, "Sorry, Sir Nai, but you forgot to mention the other robot." And he says, "Oh, that's the 0 point robot." And he says, "Why is it 0 point? It's the biggest out of all of them." He says, "I don't know." And Ida sits down. He's like, "What? That makes no sense." And then President Mike says, "Sit down so you can leave." And the President Mike says, "Under your seats, there's an envelope that tells you what time you're gonna take the test." They gave him like a sign. They didn't give him assigned seats. It was just at random what time you were given the test to take. And yeah, so the first test, Izuku takes it. He does the same exact thing he does in the canon. You know, he saves Uraraka. Instead of like just being late, like the last one inside of the fake city, he's in the top, in the head of the group, because he uses full cowling 15%, and he starts sleeping. He destroys some 1 point robots, 2 point robots, and then the 0 point robot. You know, he jumps up, uses 20% on his legs, and like 100%, not 100%, like 50% on his arm. So he breaks his arm, but he doesn't break his leg. He just like kind of pulls it, because it's only 5%, you know, over than what he could use. So yeah, he destroys the 0 point robot and saves Uraraka, or just he saves the girl and lands on his feet. And yeah, so Izuku goes. You know, he's on the same test as Bakugo. Present Mike blows the whistle, and he's like, "Go, go, go, go!" And yeah. So before he opened the gate and no one realized except for Bakugo and Izuku. They jump over, and then President Mike says, "Go, go, go!" Because you know, in real life there isn't like someone to say go to fight a villain, you know. So yeah, so that's why. So Naruto and Bakugo have a head start in the entrance exam. Naruto goes around destroying 2 point robots really easily using the 4 tails mode to get ahead of everybody with his speed, and uses the 5 tail mode to destroy some 3 point robots. And he just uses 4 tails mode and 5 tails mode, and then he sees a 1 0 point robot about to destroy a building that's like surrounded by people, and if that building collapses, it's gonna kill them. So Izuku jumps up in the air, uses the 7 tail mode, and makes a tail beast bomb the size of like a small house, and shoots it at the 0 point robot, sends it flying, and explodes. And he saves everyone. He saves like 100 people. So yeah. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. That's the story. That's how the test what happened, and Izuku, Naruto, and the entrance exam what happened. So yeah. Sorry if this video was a little crappy. The stuff wasn't going through my brain, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but I like improv. I kind of improv all my videos. You guys couldn't tell. I don't have it written down. I just go like whatever comes out of my mouth is on a video, and I don't edit out the mistakes I do. Like when I was trying to say heart, I just kept messing up, and I just found a way around it. So yeah, that's why my videos don't sound the best, because I don't edit them. Because I feel like, why are you gonna edit them? You like just show your fans that you're not your fans, your followers, not your followers, just the people that watch your videos, that like they could make videos too. You don't need to like edit all of that, and you just need to speak, and yeah, just you don't need to have all these editing softwares and spend like hundreds of dollars on computers, microphones. I just record on my phone and just speak basically. And I know some people they have better quality, but I think my storytelling kind of backs my channel behind, even though my videos don't get the most views. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a nice day. If I don't post, Happy New Year's, and bye. Baba Booey.